again, Rebecca here. Welcome back to my channel. As today is the last Wednesday in August of 2020, I will be doing my last layout using my homemade stash kit. And this is just some of the scraps that I have left. Big scraps, little scraps. I do have that mixed media piece that I did and forgot to use in the last layout. And also the little leather piece has all my ephemera that I pulled out to use on this. So I am going to go ahead and get that happy piece laid down. It is the size that it was in. It is a little bit higher than I had originally anticipated, and I realize it right there, but I am not going to tear it up. I'm going to make it work for me. With that being said, we are going to go ahead and get this mixed media piece laid down. Now what I am doing is I am using my grid mat. I am trying this method, and thus far it's working for me. I've seen this done on several different channels where they use the grid mat, and it seems to be working. So what I'm doing here is I'm just going to get this heart piece of paper onto the layout, and I decide I want to make it into a banner piece. So I do my method of folding it in half and cutting at an angle. That gives you the perfect size, same size banner legs, and I can't cut them straight and make them even to save my life. So what I'm going to do here is again use the grid mat, and I am lining it up on the right hand side. Therefore, as long as my 12 by 12 piece of paper is straight, which it is, you would think that that banner would be straight, and it was. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut the excess off. And we're going to get that laid back down. Now I am going to go ahead and bring my photo in. It is a picture of my lovely puppies. And I'm going to get this backed on that giraffe paper, which is a paper that I actually thought I would never use. And I have used both pieces that I had now. And I'm going to leave a larger than normal border. It does take me a minute to figure out because I did not get the picture on there straight. Should have used my T-square ruler, but I didn't. In the end, it turns out okay. I have already went through my stash and found my September kit, which I will reveal next Wednesday. I'm going ahead and doing this. Next video up, which I will post later on this evening, will be the wrap-up and the remnants of what I have left over from this kit. If anyone would like to join me in creating Wednesday stash made kits and layouts, feel free to go ahead, leave a comment below, and I can, link to your channel and you can link to mine, and we'll just have a grand old day. That took all that time to get that cut out. So now I am going to recycle those smaller pieces because I cannot hold on to them. They will not be used for anything. I'm going to go ahead and get some of my foam from the Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to go ahead and get that adhered to the back. It is not thick. It is basically a couple pieces of cardstock in dimension or in depth, and I actually really like that it doesn't give it too much of a lift, so you can use other foam tape on top of it, and it's still pretty. It's still good. I like it. That's just what it is. So we're gonna get them set down. We were doing doggy yoga apparently this day, but I just thought it was really cute because them little pups were just randomly laying there in the exact same position staring at me, and I thought it was cute. So I am reaching over into the pieces that I pulled out to use as ephemera, and I pulled mostly yellow and green. Not a lot of that green in the papers, but I had a lot of yellow and green in the ephemera. So I am able to grab one nice size yellow, one nice size green, and those are going to serve as my foundation for my little clusters. As you can see, that is where I'm going to put the 3 clusters. I'm going to go ahead and add this circle underneath the left hand bottom side of the picture and mat. And I'm going to go ahead and stick that triangle in there. Now I do have to move it a little bit just so it doesn't show that circle. That is a speech bubble, but I hide it and make it just look like a, rounded off rectangle. And I'm going to stick that label punched out die cut right there as well. Now we're going to go ahead and get that semicircle, and that's in yellow, and that green triangle adhered to the top. And really press that down, apparently. These words right here, one says crazy, so I do go ahead and get that on the bottom left hand side of the photo where there's a lot of that empty space. And those stickers, little word stickers, believe it or not, were from the Dollar Tree as well. I've had them for a while. They're in my stash. And the green matched the green that I was going for in the embellishments, so it worked real well. I do go ahead and put this hope right up here to the top right hand of the photo. And then I'm going to go ahead and put the live on the other cluster as well. And I used that all up. So I'm pretty excited about that. So we're going to get that all nicely firmed down. And actually they stick really well. Now this right here is a chipboard piece, and I actually thought that it was like stickers on one side. I thought it was a sticker, but apparently it was not. I used my EK Success powder tool and removed all the sticky. So you're going to see right here, I'm going to try to peel that up just a little bit, and I end up tearing it, and then I just use my ATG gun to stick that foam tape down. Even though it is chipboard, I just wanted just a tad. I wanted it to lift off the page, so that is why I used my craft foam there. And we're going to put that right underneath crazy because it seemed fitting that, you know, sunglasses, dogs, crazy. I know, right? I'm going to go ahead and get this little bitty butterfly with my fine liner bottle that has the art glitter glue in there, and I do have two, so I'm going to put one on each of these clusters. And I'm going to use these Dollar Tree stars that I've had sitting around forever, and I do go ahead and put 2 stars in each of my clusters. One flat to the paper, and by the way, super sticky. Super sticky. The other 3 I'm going to go ahead and pop up on a foam dot. And that's where I'm going to grab those right there. And I'm just going to adhere it straight to the paper, pull the release tape off, and I'm going to stick one of those stars nicely on top. And I do that for each cluster, basically just to use up the stickers. And I'm able to finish off that whole strip, and I feel very good about that. Excuse me. I really like the way this layout turned out. I was able to get several different layouts using this collection. So when I was done, I just put it all back, and I will pull it out again for another day. I did have this little label piece here. I think it says happiness, and I just put it right there next to the picture. I'm looking for a place to put this little bow. It's green and it's pink, and it does kind of pull in some of the pink that I just put on from that happiness sticker. So I'm going to go ahead and just put some foam tape on each of the little bow tie bows and stick that right up there with that happiness. Then I do have another bow that's sitting over there that is in yellow, and I'm going to go ahead and add that to the picture, the layout as well. So if you do it in one spot, I figure why not do it in the other? But I only had 2 bows, so it's totally fine. I'm going to go ahead and get this little owl sitting right up there. He is going to nestle right into the bow. He is looking the wrong way. I'm okay with that. He was green, he was shiny, and he worked. And he has a little bit of a silver tint to him, which is also bringing in the mixed media that I used, and it is in silver. It's a Heidi Swap tube. Alright, there's not too much more that I'm going to go ahead and do to this layout, so give me a thumbs up if you like the page, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.